Hello everyone, today in this video I'll just show you how you can exchange your code from your on-premise system all the way to your BTP ABAP trial environment. Currently, as you can see, my Eclipse ADT is connected with the on-premise system, which is ABAP for HANA, and also I have connected my Eclipse ADT with the BTP trial system. In case you are not aware of how to integrate your BTP trial account with Eclipse ADT, let me know in the comment section. All right, so now what the focus, this is the repository I have in the on-premise system called zgit, and having one class called JCL git demo. It's a simple JCL class, and the class contains only one method called greet, and which is just displaying the current user ID. And I'm not using SI username, but I'm using an XEOCP library to extract the user details, which I'm just printing using this out instance of this ADT run out interface, and just displaying the user ID. That's all, nothing big, right? Of course, I have to implement the main method, and then I just call the greet function to print the name. Very simple class. Let's see quickly by running F9, and excellent, it shows my on-premise user ID. But the same code I need to push it to BTP trial environment, but I'll be using GitHub repository and abapGit plugins for accomplish this task. Now to have this same class to push into SAP trial system, I have already created one package called zgit. It can be a different package also, but I have made the same git package name so that it is easy to explain. And here I'll be having the same class available. Currently it doesn't have any object, as you can see. So for that, what I'll be doing, I'll be having one software called abapGit standalone that you can install by following this guidance. Also, you can check out this video that I've explained more in detail. So let's execute this program, and you will see this kind of an interface. And to start with, what I'll do, I will simply go to a new online, and here I'll be adding the GitHub repository, which I'm about to create now. So let's create a repository called zgit demo, kind of a repository. I'm keeping this repository as public. You can make private as well. One important thing is like add a readme file. That is kind of a mandatory. You have to ensure that you should click this checkbox. I'm keeping everything simple, not to change anything. Create the repository. Now the repository gets created, and it doesn't have anything other than the readme file, having the main as the branch, only one branch, right? Now what I will do, I'll just copy this git URL, go to this software interface, put this name. Now the package is zgit in our case, correct? Branch you can put main. The folder logic default is prefix. You can put either prefix or full. Only prefix and full, these two variations actually supported by ABAP BTP. All right, so now create online repository, and it is complaining that zgit already versioned with zgit demo. Actually, what happens, like I was doing some certain validations before, and I have already used this package and linked with some git repository, so that's why it's complaining. But for your case it will be not an issue, because you'll be doing it for the first time. So how I can resolve this out, I'll go for back, click on this repository, go to settings, go to remote, and I'll be pressing this git demo and click on save settings. So now let's click on back, and now my zgit is actually connected with the zgit demo GitHub repository. You click on this URL, it will take you to the your GitHub repository, and it's an empty package. Makes sense? Let's go back to our interface, and now what we'll do, we'll click once again to this package, and now it will actually extract the artifacts that I have already have in the git package. One is the class, and other is the package meta information, which is a div class or div c. It's having certain differences because this particular content is all in the on-premise system, but there is nothing available in the ABAP, in the GitHub repository, right? Because our repository or target folder is empty. That's why both are actually showing as a difference. You have to stage the changes. Click on the stage, and now I'll be clicking on add, so that everything is actually I'm considering to push into the GitHub repository. Click on commit. And anyway, yeah, this is happening in my system because of the certificates issue. You can ignore. So now comment first deployment, and I'm putting my committer email, which is mandatory here, and click on commit. Looks like it's asked for the authentication. Though it's a public package, I don't know why. But anyway, now it's actually commit is successful. So I'll go back to our repository, click on refresh, and everything should be available now. Excellent, right? Go to source and go to this ABAP class. You see the class content over here, right? All things are there. Now the next action is to have the same content back to our BTP trial. So for that, what you have to do, you need to follow this documentations of this ADT front end, and this is the URL that you'll be using. Okay, Eclipse abapGit org update site. To copy this URL, go to your Eclipse ADT, go to help, install new software, and you need to pass this URL. I have already added, so this is the URL that you need to update, and you just have to select and click on this wizard next button, accept the policies on all, and it will be all installed. Currently it is installed, as you can see in my Eclipse about Eclipse ID. Go to installation details, and you can see the abapGit 1.7.12 version is currently installed in my Eclipse ID, right? All right, so now what I have to do, simple, the package is over here. To pull the changes from your Git repository or GitHub repository to this BTP trial, you have to go to kind of Windows, go to show view and others. Here you'll be finding something called abapGit repository. Double click on that, and you'll be seeing this kind of in the below panel. Now click on class. You see here is one interesting thing. abapGit is not supported in project currently is ABAP for HANA because it's on-premise system. You cannot use the Eclipse ADT abapGit plugin. So let's switch the project. So this is now our project, and now you can see all the packages which are actually having a Git enabled. Now what we'll do, we'll click on this plus icon now. Here you have to give the GitHub repository URL. So let's go to our GitHub repository once again, and here from let's copy the project URL, code and copy. So same thing I'll put over here. Click on next. Now it will ask for the package that I just want to put into. So our package is zgit. Okay, so our package is zgit. So this is the zgit which I'm going to link this GitHub repository URL, which is there in the BTP trial landscape, right? So here, so selecting this package, and I'm also making a pull after check. So that means the moment the integrations happens with the zgit package, which is in BTP trial, with this URL, which is the Git repository URL, immediately it will start pulling the objects. So that is the purpose. The installations are integrated, folder logic is prefix. Click on next and on finish. All right. So what will happen? The integration is done, and now it is asking like what exactly I want to pull into. I want to select both, right? Package information, meta information, as well as the class details. You can have a provision to select which one you want to, but I'll select both in this case. Click on finish. And now let's go back to our Git. Let's refresh this once again. And excellent. The class is now available. You see? Yeah, the class is now available and it is our BTP trial environment. And so if I run this class, obviously it will no more print the developer as the user ID, but the BTP user ID. Let's check, click on F9. And I think I have to activate. There is sometimes an activation issue. So let's activate this code once again. It's activated. Let's run once more. Exactly. It is showing the BTP user ID details. Let's clean this console once again and try once more. Perfect. Now it is showing the BTP user ID, right? Let's now make a small change. Like here in on-premise system, let's put certain fat arrow just to decorate something in the text level, nothing special. Activate the code. And of course, if I just now clean the console first, and if I put F9, yeah, so this is the fat arrow showing. This is the change I want to test in BTP trial. So for that, open this application. Let's click on refresh, and I will see there is a difference now. Yeah, so this class got changed. There is a difference. Click on stage, and I will do what? I'll just click on add. I just want to consider this class to deploy to BTP trial. So click on commit in any way, and let's put a second commit. Now click on commit, and commit is successful. Let's go to repository, go to source, and go to the ABAP. Yeah, this is actually now available to Git repository. Now go to Eclipse edit, but this time I'll go to the trial, and here to this Git repository. This is our repository. Right click, click on pull. Again, from the selection, the package, the branch, which is the head, current head on the Git repository, GitHub repository is not pointing. This is the package which will be updated. But anyway, so select this particular class because this is what I want just to pull from GitHub repository. Click on next and just finish. And now if I go to the class here, and yeah, certain activation issue, I just need to activate once again. Yeah, now it's showing. If I just click on F9, yeah, it is reflecting in BTP as well. Thanks for watching. Hope you got something good out of this video. Subscribe for more and stay tuned for the next video. Till then, goodbye.